you know you can't save everyone, right? Like, you know that you can't wake everyone up, and you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And this is something that I have struggled with a lot personally, because I used to think that it was my job to just wake everyone up. Like, you can't save people from their own just shitty belief systems with all the psyops that are currently being waged against humanity until they're ready to receive the message that you have to share. And this is particularly difficult for, you know, people who are deep divers, truth seekers, healers. If you have like a healing template, then definitely, like, you want to save people from themselves. You want to call people into their highest alignment, especially if you care about them, if you love them. And just generally because you know that people's souls are ultimately pure. Everybody's soul is pure. So if they're engaging in some fuckery on the planet, it's usually because of, you know, overlays and things like that that kind of hook into people's light bodies that cause them to become fragmented and act in ways that are out of alignment with the Most High and with God, what God really wants for that person. And when you see, you know, the people that you know in your life through the eyes of God, it's hard sometimes to see them believing bullshit. So I was just having this conversation with a friend that I connected with on here, about, he was dating this girl, an Israeli girl. And so around October, when all of this stuff came out, you know, he started obviously looking into it, and then that's when he discovered, you know, that his girlfriend was really horrifically racist against Palestinians and had very fascistic, genocidal views. So, you know, obviously they broke up over it because, you know, he's a morally integrous person. But he was kind of, you know, I was talking to him the other day, and he was asking my advice because he was just like, you know, it really hurts me, you know, because when we broke up, we agreed that we were going to stay friends, and now, you know, she doesn't seem to want anything to do with me, or she doesn't want to talk to me at all. And I was just like, at first I was just like, why would you want to stay friends with this person? You're asking the wrong person for advice about this, and the fact that you want to stay friends with her makes me not want to be friends with you, to be quite honest. And then that's when he shared, he was just like, I really want to, he goes, I care about her, and I really want to, you know, just help her see how wrong she is, and like wake her up to the truth, because it hurts me to see her being programmed by this very fascist ideology. And you know, it gave me pause, because, you know, y'all know that I do this as well. Like I try and call not just, you know, my clients a lot, but, you know, friends and people that I know. I try and call them into their highest, and that can be really triggering for some people. Some people really don't like that. They don't want to hear it. They feel judged, and they're just not ready for the information. They don't want to change. They don't want to see it. They don't want to do the work to decondition themselves and to deprogram themselves from all the fucking bullshit psyops that we get programmed by on this planet. And obviously I had that recent experience with a client who just could not see at all what we've been saying here, despite the fact that I've been posting for 8 months. And, you know, you can't save everybody. You just got to let some people go sometimes. You can only plant seeds and allow someone else to water them, okay? Because sometimes you're too far gone in this direction, and they're not able to meet you. They're not able to even meet you halfway, because they're so far off in the other direction that they need someone else who's kind of a little bit more in the middle, to be able to water those seeds and to be able to get them to see whatever it is that you're trying to get them to see. And it's actually, if you try and force an awakening upon someone, or force a certain worldview upon someone who isn't ready to see it, it will not go well. Like, often it will not go well. If there's a total vibrational mismatch where they're over there and you're over there, they can actually turn against you, okay? And it can hugely backfire. They can, you know, and it's actually can be kind of dangerous, because if it's somebody that you were close to, or, you know, knows a lot about you, they can actually then do some real damage in your life because they know personal things about you. And if you now are presenting them with an opinion that they find to be extremely problematic, like a lot of these Zionists think that indigenous resistance is terrorism. Like they literally, like somebody, if somebody thinks that like an indigenous group of people fighting back against a genocide, or let's say, for example, the Zapatistas down the road in Chiapas, who organized against conglomerates that were basically forcing them into slavery prices, not even just indentured servitude, but making them grow crops at a loss, and doing some very predatory pricing practices in the region. They got together to form a militia, that they're some kind of corrupt cartel, and that person believes that the government are the good guys and the government are the ones that are moral and who are going to save us, even though it's clearly the government that are actually committing these genocides. That person's too far gone. They're way too far gone. Like, you can plant seeds, you can say all the things, but sometimes it just has to be somebody else to say that thing, and you just got to protect your own energy and just let that person go with grace. So yeah, that's my message for today. And thanks so much to everybody who's continuing to support Mohammed Fatih's campaign, his GoFundMe evacuation fund, to get him, his mum and his wife safely out of Gaza to head to Turkey to be reunited with their baby son who's been in intensive care. We are almost at 12 grand. Okay, we're literally, I think, another 150 or 180 pounds, and we will hit the 12k mark, which is halfway there. So yeah, please continue to support if you're able to. If you're not able to support, you can help by commenting 5 words or sharing this reel. Thanks, guys.